Hey Cannapreneurs, this week's show is sponsored by Dairy Berry's Recording Studio. Dairy Berry's Recording Studio, located in Arvada, Colorado, is your local recording studio with affordable rates. Mark is well experienced and will make your show, music, or any audio you have sound great. He makes our show come across the internet loud and clear every week, and he can do the same for your project. Take a look at dairyberriesrecordingstudio.com or call Mark at 303-456-8216. Open up, Colorado. It's 420. Time to grind and burn.
This is not your son's stoner show.
Welcome back to the Cannabis Community Project. I am Brainstorm, bringing you your weekly broadcast from the CCP studios high up in Denver, Colorado. Here exploring the business side of this newly emerging Colorado economy, focusing on the business, the patient, the retailer, to the geek in the garage, creating the next innovation in cannabis. This is the first media platform to help fellow cannapreneurs build sustainable business models while living the lifestyle. Have you seen the websites? Have you gone to the shows via the website? If you're having trouble finding them on iTunes, which you shouldn't because it's all just the same name, Cannabis Community Project, iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, Spreaker, or right from the website. The website is also where you can contact us, send us your thoughts or emails, or if you want to get involved in the show, especially if you have a business idea, or just some thoughts about cannabis, contact me. I want to hear from you. I want to discuss the issues at the front of the industry, everything from health, legal, food, music, growing, technology. Together we can help each other grow businesses or just grow gardens. But either way, this is your community, the Cannabis Community Project. Find us on Facebook, Google+, Kush Common. This week's show is a good recap of what happened last week at the Cannabis Cup. You're going to want to stick around for the full one because there were some interesting people at the Cup. We had a fun time. We're going to put it together and give you a 5,000-foot snapshot, satellite view of the Cannabis Cup. Interesting hanging out at the booth with the sponsor, HMO Plus, selling some Chiba huts. If you didn't get the chance to pay the ticket or come hang out, you can find the photos on Facebook, Cannabis Community Project, and the photos more or less are just going to show you what's going on. There's a lot of people. I don't know if it's true that the 40,000 they were expecting came, but it was shoulder to shoulder most of the time. We had a great location and booth right by the outside exits where the smoking area was. That was interesting. I'll let you know all about that. But before we get into that, let's quickly look back at last week's episode, number 15, Legalize with Partida for People. Samuel Partida, Criminal Law, had an excellent synopsis about how to avoid intent to distribute charges when you get arrested on possession, how that happens, and some good advice on how to go about navigating that. Couple other great things, but if you didn't hear it from last week, take a couple minutes now, get the gist, and then when the show's over, go back and listen to previous shows, and make sure to click the share, like, and follow buttons. We always appreciate that. Let's take a quick listen now. Last week's short-term memory flashback relapse. Samuel Partida for the people.
Welcome to Partida for the People podcast. Now, what I was getting at is that sometimes what appears to be a straight possession charge can actually pretty easily turn into a possession with intent charge. something with cannabis. A car gets pulled over. There's a bunch of teenagers in it. One person is found with marijuana in his possession in his pocket. They sit down. The officers separate Johnny. They ask him, this is what the kids are saying. And Johnny just, casually says, oh, yeah, we were all going to smoke. I had it. I was the one that bought it. Under those facts and circumstances, this logically be argued in court that he is in possession with intent to deliver cannabis, because all his friends were going to go smoke. He was the only one that had the cannabis, so he was the one that was going to distribute or to provide that cannabis to his friends. Felony offense that could, very, very easily change the rest of that individual's life. And so that's how what appears to be a mere possession situation can turn into another possession with intent. How is it that it's defended? One of the main ways is you look at the factors. You look at, how many factors are present. If it's the weight, hopefully it's an ambiguous amount of drugs. It's not a massive amount of drugs. So maybe that's something to fight about. Maybe there's not too many factors present, or maybe the factors that are present can be explained, believably to a jury or to a judge. And then aside from that, the only other way is mitigation. What I mean by mitigation is, we're telling the judge, look, judge, I need a little bit of time to put together a mitigation packet. I want to deliver it to the state's attorney's office, and we're going to apply for a prosecutorial discretion. And that is just a fancy legal talk way of saying we're going to beg for a reduction, right? The defense attorney is going to go to the prosecutor and point out the facts and circumstances of this case. This is not an active drug dealer. This is a teenager who's just going to smoke with his friends. I have an addict. We have an addict in our case. This is not a big-time drug pusher. That's probably the only other way to really defend these cases, and there's no pretty way to say it. That's just straight begging.
Are you feeling more educated? Are you feeling more confident in your ability to protect yourself from zealous prosecutors beating up on high school kids and turning possession charges into intent charges? That was our Legalized segment with Samuel Partida. Check him out on his Facebook, follow his podcast, and we're going to make sure over the months to have many more lawyers talking about protection as well as basic business issues around this industry. Let's move on to This Week in News, Twin News, where we take all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, even some stuff from Reddit, Quora, and a couple other sites, Tumblr even in there. Find everything we can on cannabis, the best, aggregate it, consolidate it, and regurgitate it back to you, as any real news reporter is doing. That's not us. We're not reporters. We're not journalists. We barely even pass through English class. What we are is well connected in the social media realm, and we're able to find all the cannabis news. So sit back and take in what's going on this week in news. News. Here we go. First up, we have Marijuana Policy Project. Did you know that marijuana industry has created an estimated 7,500 to 10,000 jobs in Colorado alone? The benefits of legalizing weed by the numbers. Regardless of your feelings about legalizing marijuana, it's hard to deny that legal weed could be a bonanza for cash-strapped states, just as tobacco and alcohol already are. Great article, which you can find again on Marijuana Policy Project. Let me just suggest, if you want to be taken seriously, stop posting your articles and talking about weed and marijuana. Grow up. Be professional. It's cannabis. Damn it. How many times do we have to say it? Cannabis! Anyways, moving on. Hey, this Earth Day, many, including Cannabis Tax Act, want you to remember that if you're truly concerned about the earth in celebration of Earth Day, think of hemp, because hemp can save the earth. Cannabis makes more fuel, fiber, food, and medicine than any other plant on our planet. Hemp.org will tell you all about it. That was reposted by Cannabis Tax Act, talking about her Earth Day and hemp, medicine, all the good things it does for the earth. Drug possession laws sharing Congressman Steve Cohen's photo of a mere 45 years ago, a Life magazine front cover stating marijuana. At least 12 million Americans have now tried it. Are penalties too severe? Should it be legalized? It's a good throwback. 45 years ago. Wow. Even 45 years ago, the conversation was going on and we knew what we know today. But it still took 45 years of that debate just to get this to the point. Just to get to this point. And we still have states holding out like they're from 1945. Reefer madness. Hey, were you at the rally this weekend here in Denver? Did you come up for the Cannabis Cup? I'm not going to do any news articles about it because I have a whole 45-minute segment of literally walking around the cup from booth to booth, talking to all the different stands and tables and everybody else out there. So I won't do any direct news on it, but it's kind of interesting. I do have my thoughts on it. But as you can imagine, everybody on social media this week has been posting about 420, Cannabis Cup, rallies, the whole deal. Hey, here's an interesting one. MarijuanaDoctors.com posting, if any of the prohibitionists, superstition, had an ounce of validity, we would be able to see brain-dead morons roam the streets, since 20 million Americans regularly smoke the reefer. 50 million of them have tried it in the last year. What we don't see, however, are murderous, insane pot junkies running wildly, creating panic and chaos wherever they go. In fact, what we do get to see is people doing what they have always been doing. It's time to end the madness. End prohibition today. That was MarijuanaDoctors.com posting a photo of Alan Watts, 1915-1973, with his quote, "The only serious side effect of marijuana is that you might get arrested." We talked about that a little bit last week about when the crime of being arrested is more severe than the crime of use, there's a problem. There's an issue. Hey, here's a post. We didn't actually stick around to see, even though we were there, but Green Man Cannabis adding a couple of their own photos from the Cannabis Cup. 2014 High Times U.S. Cannabis Cup first place winner for Ghost Train Haze Sativa. Well, there you go. I mean, a lot of photos from the Cannabis Cup. You can also check out our photo album of the Cannabis Cup on the Facebook page, Cannabis Community Project. We have a whole variety of our booth, individuals walking around, a couple of the highlights. Hey, did you hear what Governor Chris Christie said about Colorado this week? 3D Cannabis Center posting an article reminding us all what the news was. Please do come to Colorado and see for your own eyes if you want it legalized, regulated, tax-based cannabis. Christie's an idiot. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie on Colorado legalizing pot. Not the quality of life we want, he says. Okay. I don't even want to get into that. Don't even want to debate with these people. Don't even want to let you pretend like you're listening to news with those kind of articles. So let's move on. Here's an interesting one. Cannabis law reform posting about the American Cannabis Nurses Association. Introduction to the American Cannabis Nurses Association and why this nursing specialty is needed. Everybody's talking about recreational, and we're starting to forget this started from medicinal. And medicinal means you need people who understand the medicine. So there's going to be nursing in the sense of those who have to supply dosage and take care of and caretakers, all the things that a nurse does. Check it out. Cannabis Law Reform Clear on their webpage has an article about where you can find out how to become specialized as a nurse, cannabis nurse. Are the feds hoarding pots? Interesting. Another one from Cannabis Law Reform, an article from originally the Daily Beast. Home to the only legal supply of research-grade cannabis, the National Institute on Drug Abuse has the power to shape the future of medical marijuana. Why it isn't? I don't know. Why is the federal government monopolizing cannabis? Why are they trying to be the only ones to grow it, to keep it, to use it, to research it? What are they scared of? Rhetorical question, obviously. We all know what they're scared of. Moms for Marijuana International posting a photo of Blake Griffin from the Los Angeles Clippers. I think we mentioned this before, but it's always good to mention because our quote-unquote heroes, the athletes, right? If they're our heroes, we need to listen to what they say. And here's an interesting guy who seems pretty intelligent. Quote, "It doesn't really affect me, but so many guys would probably benefit from medical marijuana and not take as many painkillers, which have worse long-term effects. So I would vote yes. I just think it makes sense." That was Blake Griffin from the Los Angeles Lakers. Heroes, athletes, we need to understand what real people out there are saying. Not just what the institutions want us to believe, but what actual people out there on the street are doing. Show Me Cannabis sharing a link. A Missouri Senate vote could mean progress for medical marijuana. Jefferson City, a step towards legalizing medical marijuana, could come up for a vote today before a Missouri Senate. Senate Bill 951 would allow the use of an extract of the useful chemicals found. Interesting. A step forward and two steps back, as they say. Now, this is a very heavy and controversial debate about this whole idea of what do we allow? What do we allow for medical? What do we allow for recreational? What is safe? What is unsafe? There's a lot of education about the flower itself, right? So what we refer to as the bud, the plant, the cannabis plant matter, what most of us are accustomed to smoking. And then we have this very new emerging concept of dabbing that the general society and public is becoming educated on and learning about and understanding what it means to deal in concentrates. Now, concentrates aren't necessarily edibles, but edibles can definitely be concentrates depending on how they're made. So an edible is just simply a food type product that is, your sugar, flour, whatever food mixed in or infused into, or vice versa, I guess, the cannabis infused into the product. So you would have, a can of butter or oil made into cookies, brownies, and so forth. Then we have this other level of concentrates, which is the oils, the waxes. You may have heard of this. You may have seen it. They're the rigs that people have to heat up with the torches, the nails at the end piece where traditionally a bowl would be. It just looks like a metal or a glass nail, I guess is the best way to say it. And you heat that up super hot using a torch. A lighter is not going to work, so you need an actual torch. Heat it up till it gets hot, and then you dab the wax or the oil on there where it instantly vaporizes it. And what you're doing is getting an instant high dose concentration amount of cannabis. It's known as dabbing. And it's controversial because if you're not accustomed to it, even if you've been a lifelong smoker or a hippie from the 60s, whoever you think you are with your tolerance level from a flower plant matter, I guarantee you're not accustomed or prepared for dabbing. If you've never dabbed before for the first time, the experience can be, you could almost feel like you're having a heart attack. This is where a lot of it comes down to people who go to these cannabis shows or the Cannabis Cup don't really know what they're doing, take 2 or 3 free hits, dabs, and then before they know it, they feel like they're having a heart attack. They're sweating, their heart is pounding, they're spinning around, they don't know what, they feel like they're 12 years old smoking for the first time and they're almost out of control. They almost lose control. This is what dabbing does. This is what concentrates does. This is what a concentrate of anything does, is it hits your body in a concentrated form. But like any other type of concentrate, its intended use is to put as little as possible in your body and get the maximum effect. Pow! The biggest bang for your buck. So if you're using a concentrate and you're vaporizing it, it's literally a tiny, tiny little dab, a tiny little piece of looks like earwax just sticking off of a metal rod. and it vaporizes and you get one big hit and it feels like razor blades ripping through your lungs, or if it's a high quality, it feels like maybe tacks just going through your lungs. No, obviously the cooking process is getting better where they're getting smoother and the rigs are getting better, but it hits you hard. It's a concentrated amount, and it hits you and you instantly feel it, and it is strong and it comes on hard. So here we go now. Are we talking about extracting CBDs? Are we talking about extracting THC? Are we talking about just smoking plant matter? Are we talking about making infused edibles? Are we talking about dabs and concentrates? Because they're all basically talking about cannabis, but they all affect you differently and do different things. Should we even be having the debate whether certain ways of consumption are better or more or less legal? I mean, if somebody said, well, beer, you could drink easily 3, 4, 5 beers and not have an issue, maybe get drunk, maybe not. But you could take a shot or two of hard liquor and you could be out on the floor or crashing behind a car or doing something else very, very much to a more drunken state. Does that mean we should outlaw hard liquor? Or should we educate people on what the differences and uses are? And I think this is what's really important here. Because to say that we're going to have only extracts or only a certain amount of something to be allowed is not realistic, but at the same time, it's just not understanding the medicinal side of what is helping patients. That the 400 some chemicals in cannabis working together, being combusted, that is what's causing the effect that makes people feel better. That makes people physically, literally better. Taking certain chemicals out and dividing them or using them in concentrate forms but not allowing them in smoking forms, allowing people to eat them or don't eat them, we're having the wrong debate. We're having the wrong conversation. We should be talking about how to educate people about the benefits of and why different forms exist, how they should be used, and in what type of situations they can be used in, just as we would do any other type of chemical substance from food on down. That's would be 3 steps forward instead of just 1. And that would be true progress. But I still applaud you, Missouri, for at least looking forward in the right direction, even if it is short-sighted. That's all the news you need to know this week. And that was Twin News, This Week in News, your weekly source for up-to-date cannabis. This week's show is brought to you by HMO Plus for all your growing needs. Visit them at www.hmopluss.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming out tonight. I'd like to bring to the stage a very fine young gentleman by the name of Snipe Luciano. I like to call him Lucci. All the ladies call him Nasty Lucci. Put your hands together for Snipe Luciano.
I just wanna smoke my marijuana and drink my champagne. Got me a big old yacht, condo up on Biscayne. Make sure my people are straight, ride in a Lamborghini. Thank you. Pardon me if my vision seems to go a little distant, cause I'm in it for the riches. And in it for the
All right, you want to tell me all about it? Go ahead.
Greetings, everybody. This is Sun Ra. I'm here at High Times 2014. I'm with my brother with the HMO Plus booth right here, and I'm here at 420 Healthcare. What we do over there is we got Dr. Fred Garcia. He's in the house from Los Angeles. Medical Dr. MD, and he's here to tell us about CBDs. We have a medical research institution where we do SET, specific endocannabinoid therapy, baby. That's right. We're going to take clinical trials that have been done for 25 years in Israel on strand-specific treatment for each disease that we can find. Cancer, PTSD, epilepsy for you poor kids. We got hash oil for you. And what we're here, I'm showing the brother here at HMO Plus, we got our hash oil that we make in these biodegradable pill-shaped forms. We put them in the tablets. Could you tell the people what you're seeing, brother?
Looks like a normal sized tablet capsule filled with black, appears to be some type of hash oil.
Well, he's pretty accurate right there. That is hash oil. It's THC and CBD combination. This particular combo is a 220 for our chronic pain, PTSD, those people that really want to sleep and not really think about it. I also bring along, just for the audience out there, I know you can't see me, but you can hear that sound, that's CBD land. We have 50-50, 1-to-1. This is really important for that action and reaction of the medicine and the body. There's 421 chemical compounds that are in the plant, and you have 421 emotional responders on the right side of your brain. Perfect match. Your body is a perfect match for the plant. You got omega-3s and omega-6, perfect for the fatty acids, burning it off. We're here at 420 Healthcare. We thank you for giving us this interview. We're at the High Times 2014. Come see us, 420 Healthcare, Sun Ra. We love you, baby.
All right, thank you very much.
Till it's no longer me. Till the end of my time, I'ma sing.
I just wanna smoke my marijuana and drink my champagne. Buy me a big old yacht, condo up on Biscayne. Make sure my people are straight, ride in the Lamborghini. I know that I can have it too.
Test. Grind and burn, cannapreneurs. We're down here. We finally made it to the Cannabis Cup 2014 at the Denver Mart here. Whew, it is chaos, pure chaos as I walk around. It's already barely 12 o'clock in the morning, and we already have multiple thousands of people lined up and coming out. I'm standing back looking at roughly, I don't know, I'd say 300 or more booths out there. And each one of them is full of samples, supplies, merchandise. This is truly a crazy scene. Right now in front of me, I have a crowd of about 50 people gathered in a 5x5 space looking at the booth that we're out in front of. We're in front of the HMO Plus, HMOPLUSS.com booth. The all-season Chiba Huts is the product they brought down today, a big shed that they have a full-size growing house with water, electricity, all ready and built to grow on wheels with a pull behind type shed. We're going to have our studio set up here, but we're going to walk around and we're going to see all the different booths that are out there. We're going to see all the things going. This is truly a amazing scene down here. So I'm down here standing with Josh in front of the HMO Plus Chiba Huts booth. How's it going today, Josh?
It's going good, man. How you guys doing?
Good. You guys just getting started?
Yeah, we've been set up for a couple hours now, but we're just starting to get some people rolling in. It's getting pretty crazy, bro.
Excellent. So what are you down here representing, advertising, promoting today?
Okay, today we're advertising our all put together, everything ready to go grow house, man. It's got your grow room 12 by 10. It's got all your water filtration, your air filtration, your lights, everything, and a retractable roof, man. Come check it out. We're doing a great deal for the show this weekend, almost $2,000 off normal price. Get you out the door and smoking.
So this is a full growing house on wheels, ready to go?
Ready to go, man. We'll take them, deliver them to you, and set them up on your property.
Cool. Sounds good. Anything else that you want to throw out there? You got a website or anything?
That's it, man. Well, check us out at chibahut.com on the internet, or come down here and grab one of our cookies, man, and try out what our house produces. Taste the product.
I'm going to have to wait just a little bit before I dig into the cookies, but I'll definitely be there soon. Cool. Thanks a lot.
We're about to finish up our demo here, actually.
Excellent. So what booth are we standing in front of here?
This is booth 2000.
Booth 2000. Is there a name to the booth?
It's the Eat Cannibals.
Eat Cannibals. You guys an edible business?
Well, actually, we make an extractor called the Motopot, and it's a company called Extracting Technologies.
Excellent. So, meaning personal use extraction, an individual can buy their own kit?
Absolutely. It's $40 and something you can put a quarter pound, 1 stick of butter into with 7 grams, a quarter ounce of marijuana, or trimmings, decarboxylated, or even vaporizer residue, and run it in about 8 minutes and you get infused butter. You can make our cookie mixes right over here and you make a batch of cookies.
Is that what we're looking at the table here, this contraption?
Yeah, our chef and R&D guy, Vic, is actually demonstrating it, and it should be finishing up and actually putting out the butter in about 1 minute. Yeah.
Well, I've got a live demo. I'm making butter in like 10 minutes
Okay. And how are you going to do that?
with the motor pot.
Motor pot or motapod? Okay, the motapod. All right, excellent. So I'm going to step back.
It means it's Spanish or Spanish for weed.
Spanish for weed, la mota. Very good. All right.
And look, it's coming. There it is.
What's it doing?
That's the butter that's infused, and it's coming from the bottom chamber to the top chamber.
What did you put in there?
Butter and water.
Just butter and water, nothing more.
Well, there's marijuana too, but in the bottom compartment is water and butter, and then there's marijuana in the center compartment. I'll show you. See the little funnel? The marijuana goes in there. It comes through, and if you see, the top is filling up. Smell it. If you can, just get in there and smell that.
Smells buttery.
It's nutty, buttery.
So this is $40 retail.
Yes, it is.
Excellent. And where can one pick this? Do they have to be go to a dispensary to get these, or is there a website?
They're available in Freakies and a number of the dispensaries, as well as head shops.
Okay.
And they're available.
Is this your website here? The
eatcannibals.com.
Cannibals.
Got a little logo there, the gingerbread guy.
All right, with the little gingerbread man being half eaten there. Excellent. Well, this is a cool contraption.
It's available on Amazon.com as well, and that's
on Amazon.
With our mixes and a gift pack as well.
Excellent. Very cool.
Yeah, thanks for dropping by.
How you guys doing? Can I record you?
We are the Colorado Women's Alliance from Normal.
Excellent. And what are you out promoting today?
Hi, I'm here all the way from Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn. Why are you here from Brooklyn? Is there not enough people in Colorado to represent the Normal Women's Alliance?
Well, the Normal Women's Alliance is a national organization, so we have women here from all over the country volunteering this weekend. Some awesome folks that are local to Colorado, but also folks from all over. I'm a coordinator up in New York City, and it's great to be in a place where there's so much freedom, and it's great talking to people. And
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. How's it going?
Yeah, sure.
What's your name?
Todd Davis.
Todd Davis. And who are you with?
I'm with Index Corporation.
And what exactly is Index Corporation?
Index has a suite of technology solutions for medical marijuana management. We have a seed-to-sale tracking and compliance platform for growers, processors, retail, and dispensaries. And secondly, we have gateway dispensing machines that are pharmaceutical-grade, commercial apparatus.
Really? Like the old cigarette machines?
Not like old cigarette machines.
This is the new 2.0. What do we got here?
This is like a vault.
Okay.
It's a vault that can hold about 1,000 units.
Oh, wow.
Control the inventory.
Okay. Yeah, a big
Super
steel door.
compliant. And it does your patient verification, cash management, fingerprint ID, facial recognition.
So this is only for patients at the time?
Yeah, they would have to be a member of a retail shop or a dispensary to verify the age, to verify that it's the right person getting the product.
So you'd scan your red card?
Yeah, you scan your red card. That's phase one. Then we have to confirm that it's your red card.
And that's done with video, photo, or?
Yeah, either through a membership process, or we can do
So you have to already be part of the system. Okay.
Yeah, you can't just walk in off the street and buy some weed out of a machine.
So is this what we're going to see in the future, like Redbox coming out of King Soopers and Walmart? Is that the future?
What we think it'll ultimately be is a management tool for pharmacies, pain management clinics, hospitals. When it becomes a legal medicated product, this will be what handles it so that the pharmacist doesn't have to, so the doctor doesn't have to. They can provide the advice, the script, everything else, but this will give them the compliance necessary to operate legitimately in a safe manner.
Excellent. Are you guys down at the show selling these or just doing awareness today?
Well, we launched the product at the show, and we are taking orders, and we're talking to people about leases and other options they can use utilize to get the system.
Very good. You want to give your contact and website again?
Yeah, Index Corporation is endexx.com. Our marijuana division is called M3 Hub at m3hub.com, and you can see all our products there. Also, we're a publicly traded corporation under the symbol EDXC.
Oh, excellent, man. You want to tell me who you are and what you're representing down today?
Absolutely. My name's Charles Sarge. I'm with Cannabis. We're a private wholesale network for med-licensed businesses, and we just launched a social network.
Excellent. Social network based on what specifically? What's the bottom line?
The bottom line is this, you can go on, you can share deals with your friends, you can rate stores. It's going to be a good time. It's almost like a Facebook.
Okay. You want to give a specific website?
Absolutely. It's going to be cannabis.io.
Cannabis Exchange. How you doing? You want to give a shout out to your business?
Sure, yeah. This is the Cannabis Commodities Exchange. It's an online wholesale marketplace for licensed marijuana businesses in Colorado only. We do plan on expanding to other states. Basically, it's meant to solve the current problem with supply and demand that exists in the market.
Explain. This sounds interesting.
Yeah, so basically, if you're a licensed establishment, you would sign up, you would create an account, and if you have a surplus of product, you would throw it on the market for other people to buy wholesale. If you're in need of product, you could go to the market and search for a product that you want. We have everything, or we list everything from flower to seeds, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, seeds, I already said, and et cetera.
So you're doing the actual commodity exchange, or it's a information exchange where dispensaries amongst themselves?
Right. So it's more like an information exchange. So dispensaries create accounts and they list their products on our site. We don't handle the products. We're just creating the platform for them to use.
Cool. That sounds very cool. What's the exact website where they can find you?
It is www.cannaxchange.com. That's CANNAXCHANGE.com.
Excellent. I appreciate it. What's your name?
My name is Maz.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
You want to give a shout out to your business?
Yeah, we are the Cash Hyde Foundation. We are a pediatric cancer foundation that was started after Cashy fought his first battle and became one of the youngest medical cannabis patients in the U.S. What we do is we raise cancer awareness by, raising funds and helping other families that are fighting cancer. We do that using these reggae runners here, which are the Little Tykes cars, retrofit them with IV poles, Little One Love, Cancer Fears Me, and we donate those to children's hospitals all over the country. Part of this run, we're going to be doing a donation and we're raffle for Cornelius James. He's fighting currently cancer down at the Colorado Children's Hospital. So all the funds that are going to gathered up here, we're going to go and present to him and help him with his fights.
That's excellent, man. That's really good to see that you're out here fighting a good cause.
Yeah,
is there an exact website where people can find you?
Yeah, you can go to www.cashhidefoundation.org and you can look up reggaerunners.com. All of the links will follow you back to the Cash Hyde Foundation and see the work that we're doing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Craziness as I walk through the crowd. Shoulder to shoulder, but not too bad. I imagine it's going to get a little bit busier later on in the night. Right now, it's still not too bad. It's coming up on 1 o'clock, and so far we got about, I would say, there's probably 10,000 or so people. So still under the projection of 40,000 plus. But again, very early in the afternoon. We're going to be here all night. Oh, here we go. Here we get some crazy, looks like a good extraction. We're going to talk to these guys here at this booth at the Eden Labs. Hey, how you doing?
Doing well.
And tell me who you are and what you're doing down here.
My name is Marcus Fouth. I'm co-founder with Matt Ellis of Extraction Tech Solutions. We build the most versatile hydrocarbon extraction system on the planet, using butane, isobutane, and propane as your extraction solvents, with a 2.2 pound capacity and cycle times less than 45 minutes.
This is nice looking stuff. I take it this is all commercial type.
Everything is all 304 stainless. We're basically targeting the small to large grower, based right here local in Denver, and full training comes with the purchase of any one of our extractors.
Wow, that's great, man. You have a full website you want to give out?
We do. It's extractiontech.com. It's TEK.
Excellent. So we're down here at the vapornation.com. You want to tell me what your name is and your company?
My name is Mark Richardson, also known as the Vapor MC. You can check us out on youtube.com/vapornation. We demonstrate all of our vaporizers so you learn how to use your device, aren't confused, aren't calling us up with questions. We still love to talk to you when you have questions, but the videos help out a lot because there's a lot of vapes. It's a growing industry, and there's a bit of a learning curve with every vaporizer, so we want to make it as easy as possible for you to enjoy your blends, your waxes, your oils.
Very good, and this is some good quality stuff. What's an average price of one like that?
An average price, these are in like the $200 to $300 range. Then we move up a little bit to the Bentley of vaporizers. This is the Volcano. This is the classic. This is the one everybody knows. And they set the standard. You know, they've been doing it for a long time, and it still rocks.
This is the big bag, the bag that comes out that inflates, and then you can press it down.
Precisely.
Okay, so people have seen this.
People, yeah, you're if you've seen vaporizers, you've probably seen a Volcano, and this is the digital model, which is new. They started one with the classic. It's just a knob, but this one you can dial in your temperature specifically to whatever you want. And I recommend going about 390 degrees.
Fahrenheit
to get the most out of your herbs. 390 is going to be something where you're going to get all your THC release, everything that you want, but none of the harmful toxins, nothing carcinogenic.
Excellent.
Inside.
Some good quality stuff you brought down today. You're going to do very well this show, I have a feeling.
We're excited. We've been having a great time. We wanted to bring out all the best for Denver, for Cannabis Cup, because we're really excited about what's happening and really thrilled to be a part of the industry.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate it. You want to give your website?
I will. It's vapornation.com. Once again, it's www.vapornation.com. You can look us up on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter.
And you're local here in Denver?
We are actually based out of Los Angeles, but we've adopted Denver as our second home.
Okay, good answer. Very good. I appreciate it, man. Well, now we're coming to the outside portion. We're going to see what type of activity is going on the outside here. We're venturing outside now. We're into the outside territory. What do you got here?
Telluride Cannabis Cup and Conference.
Telluride specific. When is that?
It is December 12th through 14th, 2014.
Okay, excellent. Where can they find it? You have a website?
Yeah, we do. It's TellurideCup.com.
Very good. Thanks. So we're now venturing off into the craziness. There's half-naked people walking around. Walked right past security. I guess my vendor bracelet seems to be doing very well on that. All right, now we're in the outside portion. Still not packed shoulder to shoulder, but there definitely is a larger crowd outside where the consumption is able to take place on the outside. Let's see if we can't find a booth here to come up and talk to. So we got all the same gimmicks. We look like we got a little gambling tent. The outside is more of a festival actually happening. It looks like a gambling tent. There's a money grab booth. Visuals grabbing money. Got the vape pen booth. We're gonna see if we can get close to one of these booths and talk to them. What are you guys all waiting in line for?
To smoke? I think to get a blunt.
To what?
Get a blunt.
Free blunt?
Free blunt.
How long have you been waiting?
15 minutes.
15 minutes for one blunt? So all the booths seem to have their variety of glass pieces, accessories, and most of them are giving out samples either in the form of a blunt or a free dab right on the spot. But it seems to be pretty calm and peaceful. The Big Sig, out here at the Big Sig booth. See if we can talk to him here. How you guys doing? Who are you with?
I'm with a Happy Sig.
What's the Happy Sig?
Happy Sig is an all-in-one portable vaporizer for dry herbs, concentrates, and e-liquids.
Very cool. So it looks like, what am I looking at? It looks like a vape pen, but you're saying it fits flour, oil, waxes, the whole deal?
Yeah, pretty much anything that you can vape off the Happy Sig.
And what's an average price?
So normally it's $80 for the kit of 2. And today we're doing 20% off for $420, and it's like $65 for 2, and we have a 1-year warranty on our batteries.
Not too bad. Pretty good. You got an official website you want to give?
Yeah, you can hit us up at thehappysig.com. And
oh, what was your name?
My name's Nate.
Nate, good to meet you, Nate. Is this worth it, what you paid?
I mean, it's only an hour in, and so far we've made some sales, so people know we're here. It's good.
It's early. Excellent. Well, it's early and it's pretty packed, so it should be a good show. Excellent. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one. All right, moving through the crowd now. Back through the crowd. We got all sorts of different variety of products. A lot of clothing companies, a lot of vape pens. Vaporizers seem to be what's going on. We got an artist over here doing looks like an illustration. Looks like he's drawing what's actually happening in front of us. Are you drawing what's happening in front of us here?
That's correct.
Kind of like a court draw, right?
Yes, exactly.
Well, are you selling these or just displaying your art?
No, this is a commission for Dr. Dabber.
Oh, okay, very good. Oh, so you're with the company here?
Dr. Dabber.
Dr. Dabber?
It is the Dr. Dabber.
Is this a slide-in piece?
Yeah.
Oh, this is how it is? Just full? It's a full piece right here?
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Basically, it comes with the atomizer and our unit, and it'll fit on any standard 510 threaded battery.
So I'm looking at basically a glass piece on top of a battery.
Looking at a hand-blown custom water recycler for 510 threaded vape pen.
Wow, that looks pretty fancy. What's the price going for these?
This is $100, including the atomizer.
That's not too bad.
And the bigger one is $150.
And this is only for waxes and oils?
Yeah, that's only for waxes. Yeah, waxes and oils.
Very cool.
Ideally
How does the weight feel on it? It looks top heavy. Is there a danger
Go
of...
ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's pretty sturdy.
Fits really nice, and actually this sits flat against your chest. It's a pendant, so you can actually hang it on your chest like that.
And this is a breath heats up with your...
Yeah, do you want to try it?
Yeah, sure.
All right, just carb is there, so put your index finger on the carb. And
So I'm going to take a hit off the Dr. Dabber. Is this the name
Dabber
of
recycler.
the Dr. Dabber recycler? I'm just going to take a average steady hit here.
Put your finger over there.
Put my
There
finger
you
over the little carb.
go. Yep, and press the button down there. There you go.
Turn it on. Do I wait for it to heat up? Or?
No? There you go. No.
Not much of a sound with the dabber, but
No, not much of a sound.
I can assure you I did take a hit, and I can
promise you did take a hit.
just exhale. It was a pretty decent hit there, and it was smooth.
Exactly.
It was
that's
very
the idea,
smooth.
to cool down, because oftentimes vape pens might be a bit hot on the back of the throat.
And I can taste the wax, but it doesn't taste like an aftertaste of bad wax.
Exactly.
I mean, it's obviously a taste of wax, but
The reason for that is that we put a grade 4 titanium coil, and we've raised the resistance so it heats up at a much lower temperature than anything else. And the reason for that is so that the oil can actually melt into the wick and vaporize off of the wick rather than combusting on the coil.
that's cool. You guys fabricating these yourselves
we
here
are.
in town?
This is actually, we have a blower in Montana who works full-time for us. We're from Florida.
Making unique pieces, each individual one.
Yeah, every single one is hand-blown.
How do you keep up with demand if each one has to be unique?
This is the very first day that these are being released. Literally, as soon as we saw the design and spoke to him, we shut everything he was doing down. We said, "You work for Dr. Dabber now," so he's happy to be blowing these nonstop. We got 3 different styles, and he just sits and blows.
Well, that was very cool. You got an official website?
We do, www.drdabber.com, and you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, @drdabber.
And so nobody mistakes, you got a distinct blue color. I don't know what my blues are, so it's just a very distinct blue looking color.
Cyan
Dr.
blue,
Dabber.
That's awesome.
Cool, thanks a lot, man.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
All right, so we just got our first free hit of the day. Now there's a long line waiting here, so this must be either some good wax or just giving away a lot of...
$5, man.
What's the deal here?
$5 raffle, enter to win a pound.
Holy that's what everybody's standing in line for? Or are they giving out free dabs also?
Yep, and taking some dabs while you're at it, so.
Did you pay to get in here? Are you a patron?
I am.
And what do you think? Is this your first year or your second year?
My second.
Second year? And what do you think?
It's pretty epic, man. It's awesome. And now that it's all legalized, it's even better.
Yeah, very good, very good. Looks good. Enjoy the wait in line. Who do we have here? Who are you?
We are Cali Crusher, homegrown.
Cali Crusher. What is Cali Crusher?
We are an innovation in grinders. We sell a U.S. made, two lifetime warranties on the. There's 2 patents. You got the teeth and the quick lock release. I'll give you a little visual.
Okay. Can you give us a verbal visual?
Yeah, verbal visual. So we have a quick lock, which you do a quarter turn, open. So no more unthreading or threading. It goes all the way down to the bottom. We round it out the edges at the bottom so that no keef gets caught up. Comes with a pick. The teeth, you have 4 places to place the herb, so you're not smushing it down when you put the lid on. Really easy grind. One way fine, other way coarse. So it's just a really good grinder, all made in the USA. So
Excellent. So you're an exclusive grinder company.
Yes.
Very good. Do you have a full website?
Yes, we do.
You want to give it?
CaliCrusher.com. CaliCrusher.com.
CaliCrusher.com. Can they find you on social media the same? Facebook, all the same? Very cool. Innovation in grinders. I'm a big grinder person myself. A lot of people don't believe in grinding. They just pick it up and throw it in the bowl. I like grinding myself, so I'm really into grinders. And
Especially when you see the buds out here in Denver, I want to touch those as little as I have to.
Cool. Looks good, man. I appreciate it. All right, that was very good. Let's take a look back at some more paraphernalia. Maybe we got some lighters, lighter holders, clothing company. What do you got going on here?
Yeah, this is Lighter Bro. It's a multi-tool, perfect for stoners, perfect for campers, fishing. LighterBro.com.
Can you give us a verbal description of what we're looking at?
We're looking at a lighter casing, and it's got every man's tool for stoners to camping to fishing to all of it, and it all fits your big lighter. So
it's the Swiss Army knife. Concept
for your lighter.
For your lighter, and it's hanging from a.
This is just a little lanyard we got.
Yeah, a little lanyard. There you go. Cool. What are you selling these for?
These are actually going for $10 right here, but online they go about $14. It's free shipping. We got it going on.
What's the website?
It's LighterBro.com.
LighterBro.com. Excellent. Make our way through the crowd. Whew. Well, we made it out of the crowd. Back into a little opening here. I might be a little lost where I was. I got a little turned around. Let's see if I can find my way back. We're going to go to the other side of the outside parking lot. See what's going on the other side. It's, past 2 o'clock, approaching 2 o'clock or so. Hey, how's it going?
Howdy.
What's your name?
Everybody calls me Duck.
Duck? And are you the owner, proprietor here?
Yes.
He says you build these.
Yeah, we manufacture these for sale.
How long have you been building them?
Well, the prototype was built 4 or 5 years ago.
4 or 5 years ago? And what exactly is the exact process of what you're doing?
Well, we're extracting all the active ingredients from the plant matter with this system.
And anybody without being trained or any real science education can do this?
There's a small amount of training to just sort of understand the process.
Who trains?
I trained. I've also got a manual written, but it hasn't gone through print yet because we just started the company.
So an individual can purchase this and be taught how to use it by the company?
Yes.
Very good. And this is safe to use indoors in their home?
Well, we always recommend that it be in a well-ventilated area, but I designed it to be as safe as possible.
Very good. And what is an average price of what I'm looking at here?
This unit, with all the ancillary equipment that goes with it, everything you need except the plant matter and the butane itself, for $3,900.
Is that a reasonable price?
From what I'm aware of, it's way below the market for an closed-loop system that actively recovers the butane.
Okay, cool. Are you here selling or just displaying?
I'm just displaying, just to get our name out there, get interest in people that want to do these type of extractions.
All right, well, tell me the company name again.
We're the Kindness Institute.
And the website?
The website's not up and running, but we do have the domain, and we're taking emails at that domain.
Oh, okay.
But literally just launched the business.
Are you on Facebook or anything? How does somebody get a hold of you if they want to?
They can email me, duckmang@kindnessinstitute.net. There is a Facebook page on the closed loop systems. I personally wasn't involved with that setting up, so I couldn't give you the detail.
Okay, excellent. Well, I appreciate it.
Certainly.
That was smooth. That was very smooth. That was a good dab.
Because our system actually
Wow, that was really good. Sorry, took my breath away. All right, man, that was good. I appreciate it. That's a pretty cool device. How many other companies are out there with these?
Only a handful.
Only a handful, so you're dominating the market while you can.
Well, what we're doing is unique in a couple of ways, so we want to get our system out there and then have people evaluate them for themselves. But I think the oil sort of speaks for itself.
And it looks nice, man. It looks nice. All right, have a good weekend.
You too.
Bye. All right, so that was officially my third dab. My third dab in. I'm not sure how many I'm going to be able to take over here, but Pretty much. I mean, after I get to about 4 or 5, I'm going to be pretty much baked on that one. Let's find out what's going on with some booths with some spinning, maybe looks like some tumblers. Let's find out what's going on over here. Hey, with the company?
Yeah.
What's the company?
This is Trim Pal dry bud trimmer. We have a 4-pound model, 1-pound model. The machine does more of a pulling action than a cutting or chopping.
What are we looking at here, if you can kind of verbally describe it to help listeners?
We're looking at a trim machine that has a saddle on the bottom, stationary, and a rotating drum. Buds are in rotating drum, saddle underneath, leaves fall in, does a pulling motion, pulls those leaves right out, dry. So we're not losing trichomes, we're getting a better smell, we're doubling our money for concentrates because the trim's just so damn valuable these days.
And your market are dispensary centers, or who's your market?
Dispensary centers for the 4-pound model and outdoor growers in California. We got a 1-pound model that's going to be for all those different strain growers, and an 8-pound model.
Are you guys here locally?
The machines are built all in America, California, and I sell these out of Glenwood Springs.
Excellent. Just a few hours away, not too far at all. Very good. You want to give the website?
Yeah, it's www.trim-pal.com.
Very good. What was your name?
Scott.
Scott, good to meet you. All right, I'm definitely high now. So, no. Now, what other event attracts so many people? I mean, they're estimating 40,000 plus people. What other event attracts so many people that is causing a calm, collected, healthy atmosphere, generating so much money? I mean, each one of these booths I'm looking at is representing somewhere of an investment between $5,000 and $10,000 per space on this. So with each one of them investing in this, what is the ultimate outcome of revenue? Well, millions of dollars. It's now starting to get more crowded, more shoulder to shoulder. Pretty much, I would say on the outside area right now, we're probably looking at close to 20,000 people in the back parking lot, and there's enough dabs being given away for free to supply the Chinese army. And I have no idea how big the Chinese army is, but we're gonna make our way back the other way because that way is just too crowded. This is ridiculous. I am unable to navigate my way. But I'm undetermined if that's because I'm thoroughly high or if that's Alright, we're going to try to make our way back inside if we can. I don't know if we're going to actually be able to get inside. We'll attempt to make our way back through. It has definitely increased. Let's see if we can find our host of the evening, HMO Plus. Alright, here we go. We're back up at the Chiba Hut group.
Get ready to walk!
Thanks for listening to this week's show. Make sure to come back next week. We're going to have even more guests lined up, speaking with dispensary owners, growers, business owners, even musicians for more of our Musicpreneur episodes. Make sure to follow us on all of the social media, Facebook, Kush Common, Google+. You can listen to our shows live from the website or your preferred listening platform. Find us on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spreaker, even YouTube, all under the same name, CannabisCommunityProject.com. We'll see you next week.